People ask me all the time, why in the world are you doing this at 70? You could be on the beach with a cocktail. I just had my 70th birthday in December, and I wanted to make sure that my journey continued. I didn't want to lose myself behind the TV set, just retiring and not being able to do anything, let alone being able to afford to do it and do what I normally do comfortably. And that is to travel. And I am used to, so I see a lot of nurses that unfortunately have to leave the nursing because they age out of the system, or those that have to leave the system because they become disabled, injured on the job, whatever the circumstances are, and they're unable to continue. So I thought to myself, well, I want to try to keep myself relevant and on top of it. And I'm an educator. What can I do? I've always tried to surround myself with successful, smart people, which helps me to be successful in my journey as well. And so then I thought to myself, I know so many nurses now that are not in nursing, but want to continue to work. And like most of them tell me, hey, you know what? I may not look super good and maybe not be physically able to continue, but I've still got smarts. I've been a nurse for 46 years, and I was trained in a trauma, which was gunshot wounds, stabs, and jumpers were the three top things that I did, and participated with LAPD in their ballistics programs because I did so many gunshot wounds that I needed to really focus whenever they brought the patients in to be able to tell me if they knew the distance the person had been shot, the caliber, what the potential injuries were, those kinds of things, because I primarily worked with the surgical team and not so much the emergency department itself, even though that's where I was located. My journey at the bedside was actually fairly short because I've always been in charge or in leadership, nursing leadership or administrative positions. I became the director of emergency and trauma services for the county of Riverside in California. I've always had 100 to 200 plus staff that I cared for. And at the same time, I was also an educator for the Mount San Jacinto School District in my area. So I've taught nursing off and on for 30 years as well. So I looked into legal nurse consulting and found that there were just so many things in that program that resonated with me to get myself in alignment. When you know. And what I mean by that, and it's a thing that older nurses say, younger nurses don't say it as much because they don't know yet. So whenever you're taking care of certain patient types and their presentations, such as one, let's just say with chest pain, and they come and they tell you XYZ. A newer nurse may not pick up on those kind of symptoms, but you can tell the look, you've touched your patients, you've done all the things that you do in assessment, and then you pick up on the fact, there's a problem going on. It is those kind of things that I think that we really need to pay attention to in the nursing community, that nurses are special people, period. And that you have the ability, whether you're reading it, seeing it, watching it, whatever it is, that you can decipher whether you're reading a medical record or you're hearing a patient talk about their experience, whatever it is, that you've got it going in your mind already, all the possible issues this patient may be having, but even more so, what are the interventions that need to be done. My goal is, through my business for LNCs, is to provide that avenue for brilliant people, all those that are still in the nursing profession, to come together and create a community in which their voice matters, their experience matters, and that we just don't push them by the wayside. I wanted to make sure in this changing environment that all that talent, skill, and expertise was not lost for the patients.
Want full access to expert-led trainings, networking opportunities, and resources you won't find anywhere else? The NLNCN is the only national network built for nurses by nurses. Join today and get up to 2 months free. Click the link below to start exploring.